In this video, we are going to work on our jumper. So let's open our player script again. Then we need to use a new variable. We call the new variable public float and jump. Now, because we want to update it, we use the update and not fixed update because we want to update it per frame and not per second. So here we will write if inside input again dot key, get key down and Panthers key code dot up arrow. When we push the up arrow, our player should jump up. Now inside of that we will write my week dot add force, and inside vector2 dot up we want to have add force in the y position, so up multiply by jump and force mode 2D dot import. So now what's that mean? That means when we push the button, the up arrow, our rigid body go to the direction of the Y, and we can jump. So let's save it and see it in the practice. After compile it, now it doesn't work because we need first to set our jump to numbers, like for example 5. Now let's test it again. As you see, our player jumping. Make it 8. It jump higher. But there is one problem. Let me change back to 5 to see it better. Here when I jump again, I can jump 2 times. Can even just push the button and I always go up. Now we need to set it up how that we can jump again when we are in the ground. So as long as we are not in the ground, we cannot jump again to avoid this bug. Now let's open the player script again. In button, we will write bool function is on so the ground. So recast hit 2D. Here hit is equal to physics 2D dot recast. And what is actually the recasted 2D? So a raycast is the shot from an origin direction for a certain distance. That means it can tell us if we hit something in the ground or in other directions or not. And inside of the parentheses, we will write transform.position. Let's delete this one. And vector2 down. Vector2 dot down, the direction bottom of the player, and 0.2f. Now on the right, return heat.collider is equal not null. So now that means whenever we cast something and it hits something, it gets that object collider and store it inside of this hit that we have here, and then here we return it null. So that means we want to return a condition whether or not this collider doesn't equal null. Because when our collider doesn't null, we have something to hit, we return it to true. Otherwise, the collider doesn't exist and it returns it to false. Now we need to go in the top, in the update function. On beside of this code, we need to say and is on the ground. So now that means we can only jump when both conditions are true. So now the last thing we need to do, we need to come here, and here we make a new vector3, and inside of that 0 in x position and minus 0.1f in y position. So then the 0 in z position. So now let's test it. So still we can double jump, so we need to make that number more. So I will make it just minus 1f. So now it should work. Now I cannot double jump. When I fall down, I cannot go up again. So now in the next video, we are going to work on our enemies.